everybody. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, thanks for stopping in. Don't forget to subscribe if you would like to see more videos. I actually just sitting here waiting for my daughter to get out of an appointment. I have about 10 to 15 minutes and thought I'd take the time to make myself useful, do something. So I just thought I'd make a little video on a question that I actually had recently on a video. It was for my how to foil the hairline seamlessly video. I think that's how I worded the title. Not 100% sure. She asked, because I had mentioned in there that I don't label my highlights as full or partial. So a lot of times, I used to do that for years. Yeah, full partials is, or full highlights this much, a partial highlight is this much, etc., etc. But the last few years I've come to figure out that I'm charging somebody a partial foil, because it's on part of her head, not the underneath, for doing as many or more foils than somebody who's getting a full highlight, which is the top, the sides, the crown, and the back, right? That gets less foils. And it didn't make sense to me. Why am I charging somebody that I'm doing more work on less money than somebody I'm doing less work on because of the title of the service or how you labeled it? I question that because that really doesn't make sense, right? You know, I'm taking just as much time, if not more, to do this, and I'm charging not enough for it, and that means I'm losing money. So I have it as highlight. You're getting either a highlight retouch or a new highlight service. My thing is, I'm charging now, as I have a video of how to charge clients, is for my time. So a client comes in here and they say, I want a partial highlight. Well, 10 years ago, a partial highlights because I just want a few on the top and the sides. Now everything is different. The techniques are different. The looks are different. The styles are different. Pinterest is different. You know, you can't, somebody brings in a picture of you and says, I want this, but I want a partial highlight. Well, I can't do that. So I would prefer to, if somebody wants to stay within a budget, that I'm all for that, and I can say this is what you can get. But if they come to me wanting to be really, really blonde, so I have the client tell me or show me a picture of what they want, and then I'll decide from there what I need to do to get them to that look. I do have those few clients still that I've had for years that they get a full highlight, and then maybe in between we don't need to do the back. We just do a few around the face and the top. I still don't label it as a partial. I just know how much time I need to book out for them, so I book it out for them, or I tell my clients, because I do online scheduling also, I tell them how to book their appointment, what to choose when they go on there to book it. It just makes my life easier. That way there's no confusion on pricing, because they got to that point where I had clients that they booked for a partial highlight and I would only do the top of the sides and the crown, but I would charge them the same as what our full highlights are labeled, and they questioned me and they kind of got irritated. Well, what, this is the price for, well, okay, but I did as many foils on your head as somebody else, so I had to get myself out of that rut, and so now I just do everything different, and that's why I charge for my time, not necessarily per service. Of course, I have a base price for everything. You should have a base price always. If I do a highlight and a haircut that I average an hour and a half to 2 hours for, and it takes me an hour and 15 minutes, I'm still going to have that base price and then go from there. It just makes my life a lot easier. I do, however, in my list of services, have a face framing highlight listed and a mohawk section highlight listed. These are mainly for people who, the face framing highlight is perfect for people who have an ombre look or head balayage done and they just want to refresh it. So just adding a few pieces in the face framing is all they need. And then the mohawk section is perfect for the same reason. Maybe somebody, you know, is needs to get done really quick, or they want to add it to their haircut service. They don't, it looks fine everywhere else because I root tap everybody now, and now I can make a video on different ways to blend in highlights and all the techniques. If you'd like me to do that, I would love to do that. But to make this video shorter, and without going into all that, root tapping, my clients have loved. I just added on a few more dollars to my services when I do it, and they don't care. I don't even think they notice. All they know is that their highlights are growing out more amazing than they were 10 years ago, 15 years ago when I, first started highlighting, and you can see that streaky look. That gets rid of that, and they love it. So they just really need to do a few on the top just to blend them in, maybe even 5 or 6 foils to get rid of that darkness there. And that's perfect. I do limit the amount of foils that I do when I do a face framing highlight or a mohawk section highlight. And when I do a highlight surface, whether I put them all in one area, whether I put them all over the head, I kind of figure out how much time it took me, how I need to compensate for that, and how much product I used. I hope that helps answer the question or helps you figure out how you charge, and maybe look at your service list and maybe change some things up to make your life a lot easier and your wallet a little bit. I don't want to say wallet fatter. I mean, we're not all, obviously we're in this to make money because we have to survive, right? That's what the world is. But you don't want to have to struggle. You don't want to put 110% effort in and get, pennies back. And I was overdoing that. I did that for so many years, and I'm done. In the last few years, I've changed things, and I'm very happy. My clients have, they don't really notice a difference. They know that maybe I'm charging a little bit more, but they don't, they're getting value out of it, so they don't mind. They would prefer to pay a little extra and get more of a value, because you're worth it. You're putting that effort in. Charge for it. Thanks for stopping in. If you listen to this whole speech, I'm turning my camera to somebody walking by, and I don't want to put her on camera. And if you have any other questions or any other issues you want me to tackle and blab about, I would love to, because I love blabbing. I love talking about stuff. It's my favorite. Subscribe below if you have not already, and I'll keep the videos coming, and have a great day.